Okay, students, this case is about the mission possible. Instead of mission impossible, this case is the mission possible. It is the real story, not the old story or made for this purpose. This is a real story of the person. Already, you might have read the story uh, when there was a pandemic and during the second wave, especially in the Delhi. You know about that one. Most of them face the problem of oxygen concentrators. Yes, sir. And there are more no business for some of the business people also. But India was suffering by the time. So what happened? Few of the entrepreneurs in Delhi area joined hands. They decided to sell the oxygen concentrators. In most of them free. It is coming under the social entrepreneurship. Be clear, it is not a social work story. It is coming under the social entrepreneurship. Social entrepreneurship means doing good for the people with your business mind. That is the social entrepreneurship. Here, what happened to reduce the problem of the oxygen concentrators in Delhi? Few persons, I think you can see in this slide, they call themselves as a Democracy People Foundation. They created a mission oxygen, a social entrepreneurship. And you can see that one. And these people includes Shanil Kanur of Truly Madly, Manasa, etc. Very important persons are from the Rahul Hari. Then Varun Agarwal is the person. Rahul and Varun Agarwal are the mostly driven person to lead the story. Okay. And even some of the persons from People Strong, all these persons joined together and they created a mission oxygen. So how to get the funds? That is the big problem. What they did, they identified the technology-based funding called crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing means if there's a social good, they can put up in the online website. If any persons are ready to contribute voluntarily, they can contribute voluntarily. That platform for crowdfunding in website, they used Keto. Keto is a crowdfunding platform, or we can say that Keto is a crowdfunding website. Through this website, they mentioned that we are all the entrepreneurs from Delhi. We are also contributing. You can also give donation. What we are going to do, we have created a business solution to reduce the problem of oxygen concentrators in Delhi. This mission is called as Mission Oxygen. So these friends together, entrepreneurs start together, they formed a Mission Oxygen and they put up their story in the crowdfunding website. Crowdfunding website means it will attract donation from different places. And in the website run by the Keto crowdsource, they posted that one. And to their surprise, even they received number of cash, we can say that money. You can see when India was running out of O2, the mission oxygen is able to rise 18 crore in a week. through the Cato crowdfunding platform. Dear students, see that one. This event happened recently. It is not an old story like Dosawala or Flipkart. Recent story. Okay. 18 crore through the crowdfunding platform Kito. What happened? Once they received that one, they started to help the people in Delhi. You can see that one. Around 18,000 individual donors donated. Around 18 crore. They procured 3,900 oxygen concentrate, almost 3 times the target initially set. That was mentioned there. 3 times the target initially set. Very important thing. The team has revamped their fundraise target further to 35 crore, and they order finally another 2,100 oxygen concentrators from China and other countries, and they are given that one freely to the hospitals. That is the success story. You can see during the COVID time how they joined. Nobody will come out of the house because of the COVID. Even then, they came out. They have to take care of everybody and others. They made it, they did it, and they succeed in their mission. That is the story. Now it is your turn. Okay. Dear students, you can switch on your camera. Who is going to moderate? Come on. Don't hesitate. Come on. I am seeing nice faces. Ramya is there. Grenda, Abel, David, Fiba. What about others? Come on, you are little in number. Okay. Only 18 students are there. You can, what happening? I think you are all having nice coffee. Huh? Good, now Ismat is ready. Leah, Harshida, Anupama, Rashmita, Bhumika. What happened? I am reading the names. Huh? Kushi Pallavi, Nasser, Epsiba, Meera, Tenzin. You will be there, no? You are from Tibet, you will be there. Good. Now I am seeing the Bhumika also. Shirley. No problem. I think Kushi is mentioning no electricity. Don't worry about darkness. We have to come out. Here also there is no power. Suddenly the power went out. You can see, and the climate is also dull. Don't worry about that one. Gauri, Gobinath, Bhuja, come out quickly. Yes, who is going to moderate? Come on. Yes, now I am able to see Anupama also.
Sir, can you just tell about the guidelines for moderation?
Okay, Glenda is ready. Don't worry, Glenda.
Guidelines.
Last round, you have to call the other friends. Huh? Not from your department, from all the departments, you can call and let them speak. After that, I think there are around 19 students as per the list. There may be 24 students. Once they completed, you can give your conclusion. That's all. Only thing you have to call the names of the students and you have to ask them to present. That's all. Okay? Okay, Glenda. I think students, don't worry about the network or the power issue. Here also there is no power. I am sitting in the dark only now. Without power only. And even your network is not stable, don't worry. Come out. You can speak nicely. Okay? Yes, over to Glenda. You can start. You can call the names.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So as we start the session, as we discuss this case study, it would be great if someone would like to volunteer and start first. And those who wouldn't like to volunteer, they can wait for the last, so I call their name out. So is there anyone who would like to first start by volunteering?
We have to speak about their like skills, right? I mean, their
The traits.
characteristics, right?
Traits, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll go first.
Sure. Thank you, Leah, for volunteering first.
Yeah, I won't be able to switch on my video because
No
I'm
problem.
outside.
No issue.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we are able to hear your voice.
Okay. So I had gone through the case. I mean, case study. So they had come up with a great initiative during such a pandemic. So what I found, one of their main trait was their vision. Like in such a time when people are in need of oxygen and everything, they immediately came up with such an initiative, which was really commendable. So they had a clear vision and they had a passion to work forward for it. And the second one is they were very innovative. Like during such a time when the entire country was facing financial crisis, and when people were in need, they came up with such an innovative idea that saved many people's lives. So I think these are the two most prominent traits that I saw in the case study. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Leah, for sharing. You have given a great insight about the vision and innovative idea that they had about it. Thank you. Next, who would like to go?
I can go ahead.
Thank you,
Okay,
Ramya.
no issues. Or do I go ahead, or Anupama, do you want to?
Ramya, you can go, and then Anupama can go next.
Okay, all
Okay.
right. So as Leah pointed out, even I was going to say the same thing regarding the case. I mean, like the initiative that they came up with, and it's not just that initiative. I will give you my own experience that I had during the pandemic. So I was working with a couple of NGOs in Hyderabad to provide services for people during the pandemic who were going through severe cases and financial crisis also. So I was working with one of the foundation called Alia Humanitarian Foundation, and also Hyderabad Blood Donation Society, and other small groups of people who were working towards the relief. And I have seen many all of these groups work together to provide to give oxygen sources, blood donation sources, hospitals bed sources, and medication sources to everyone. And I've worked with them. I've worked with people. I've spoke to people during this hours. And so first thing is like their vision and their passion to do something that no other people are not doing. Like there was a choice, like I could, and like all of us could have sit back and like just be in fear and like just let it pass. But we tried to like volunteer and try to help people despite having our own problems in our day-to-day lives, which pandemic was causing. So that was first thing. And the second thing was being persistent about what we are doing. And so on a day-to-day basis, we used to get calls from people who used to almost cry and like beg for help. And it was really really bad situation. Like there was a point like I used to get calls from morning like 6 o'clock or something to ask for help. And I was all obviously, like, my online classes were going on, and even my family had some issues at that time, and even that was around. So it's not just me, like everyone had their own life, but they were making time to like help other people despite what they were going through. And I think it was really helpful. And we had a really good team. I was working with a amazing team, the Halia Humanitarian Foundation, and we had a really good coordination between us, and we could help out a lot of people during this time. So yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Ramya, and thank you for sharing about your own experience as well. We see about your kindness that you have shown through little contribution you could do to the society. Next, as we had Anupama, request you to please speak.
Hello, everyone. So according to the case, I could find two traits. One is they were very altruistic, and altruistic that also at a very significant time, that they could contribute a lot through that altruism. And I think in a short span of time, they were able to help a lot of people and also gather a lot of resources to help those people. And other is determined. I feel it was important for them to be determined, just so because in such a short span of time to get in contact with so many doctors and so many volunteers and just even manage all that, I think you have to be determined to help other people and collect all those information and divide it. So I think those were the two traits I thought worked in their favor. Thank you.
Thank you, Anupama. Actually, you have actually seen and read something more. Not only sticking on the 8 points that was given, you went out of your way to actually read out more. Thanks a lot for that. Next, anyone who would like to go forth?
Okay, I think I'll go next.
Thank you.
So just like how Ramya and Ria pointed out, their vision and passion was something that stood out to me, because at a time when a lot of people are facing a lot of difficulties, they were able to rise up to the occasion and like see the need in society and think that they have a responsibility to give back to society in whatever way they can. And so even though they were involved in many other their own personal firms and organizations, they took this up as an additional responsibility and worked towards it because they had the passion to serve society, seeing the need at that time, which is something that came up. So their vision and passion to do something like that was something commendable, I'd say. And also they were able to come up with they were able to gather a huge amount of money and get these machines really quickly. And I think all of them who are involved in it would have been very persistent and tried all that they could do to make this a success. So yeah, persistence is another trait that stood out to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Feba, for sharing your words and about your understanding looking at the case study. Next, who would like to go?
So I watched the video that Sir sent. So it was an interview with Rahul Agarwal and another person. He spoke, like Ramya and Leah and the others also mentioned, about the vision. So yeah, they had a great vision to help others out. But what also stood out was something that Ramya also pointed out, that Rahul said that there's no point of competition during this time. I think one of the traits that was mentioned in LMS was competitiveness. But here it doesn't work, because I think according to the situation, it has to differ. So in this case, competition doesn't work. And that's why I think Rahul said that all these organizations have to work together collaboratively to help deliver these concentrators. Also, in the video, they mentioned that they have a lot of volunteers also. So I think they're also doing a great job at leading these volunteers into delivering these concentrators. So that's all that I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Ismat. Next, is there anyone who would like to volunteer?
It has already been, spoken, but I would still like to, point it out. The vision. And the second thing that I found was that stood out for me was persistent. So vision, because they all, they saw how we are running out of oxygen. There are so many people who are, struggling to, get oxygen tanks and all. So the vision, which is very necessary. So that's the first thing. The second one is persistent, because as Rahul Agarwal has said, that they have managed to procure 500 concentrators in 12 hours, which is very, very, like you're working very hard for it and you're getting that. So in 12 hours, 500 concentrators is a commendable job. So I feel persistence persistence is the second thing that I really, that I found.
Thank you, Khushi. And next, who would like to go?
Can I share my ideas?
Sure, Abel. Please go ahead.
So rather than telling about the vision, it's like this organization have rose to the need of the people at that time, because most of the people are not having oxygen. Most of the people are suffering due to COVID and other reasons. So one of the major thing that I see here is that all these organizations have come together at the time of the need of the people. So that is one of the important aspects that I like to point out through the case study that was shown. So I would like to tell that that is a very good aspect that I find here.
Thank you, Abel. Next. Anyone would like to go next?
I'd like to go next. Nashit.
Thank you, Nashit.
Yeah, so as Sir said, Mission Oxygen is an initiative by Democracy People Foundation, which aims at helping people across hospitals across India to get immediate access to oxygen concentrators. One of the people was Rahul Agarwal, co-founder of Design Hill. So it's just merely basically it's a designing company. Although it's just a designing company, they came out to help people. So one of the traits I would say Rahul displayed in the interview was of innovative. So innovative in the LMS, as Sir has given the traits, it talks about entrepreneurs looks for the opportunity in the market and capitalizes on it. So at that point of time, oxygen concentrators and the demand and supply was needed. So Rahul Agarwal in the interview clearly talks about how he was able to get the oxygen concentrators from China, and the another trait I would say was vision and passion. So it talks about short-term goals. At the end of the interview, it is seen that the anchor asks him about how he went about the process. He says that there are people who are doing groundwork in China, and other companies like SpiceJet and DHL are how they are coming in and helping him out deliver it through charter planes. So that would be one of the short-term goals and objectives. As in the interview, he said the very next day they'll be providing 100 oxygen concentrators, and probably within a month they would be able to gather 3,700 concentrators. So that shows future plans in an articulate and efficient manner. And he also talks about coordination, where he spoke about 270 hospitals across India, and the necessity and the needs of the emergency people. He prioritized the hospitals who are in need of it, excessive need of it, like army camps and NGOs, and how they'll be going about it, and coordinating through other companies as well, so that there's no clash of oxygen concentrators, so that not just one hospital shouldn't be getting all the oxygen concentrators, and that it can be distributed equally to the necessity, according to the necessity. So I think these are the two traits that he showed in the interview: vision and passion and innovation. Thank you.
Thank you, Nashit. You have indeed actually given us the whole overview of the whole case study and in detail. Thanks a lot for that. Next, who would like to go? Is there any volunteer here? Okay, so I'll be calling out, as there's no one who's taking the initiative at this moment. I would like Pooja to please speak few words and share your contribution here. Pooja.
Pooja, you are there?
Okay, so Pooja, is it possible to please put your words down in the text box, in the chat box, so we can refer to them there. We go with the next person, Rashmita.
Yeah, so like many people have already mentioned the vision and passion, I would also like to include the leadership trait because it's not just Rahul and Varun Agarwal, the other co-founders also had put in a lot of effort by gathering the donations and everything, because it's not a simple task to get oxygen concentrators and all that. Because as we all know how tough the pandemic situation was, it has to reach all the hospitals, people to be convinced and everything. So it was a tough situation. So they still got in their ideas and everything and then put in through. And the other thing is, like Nashit mentioned in the end, the goals and objectives of the future and everything. So that also shows how much effort they've put into their idea and to put it in front of people. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashmika. Next, Hepzibah. Hepzibah, would you like to share something?
Yes. While I was reading this case study, there were three things I was. It came to my mind. First thing was about the risk they took. I always get scared to take risks at sometimes, and but when I read when the whole world was in fear, but they kind of took the risk, as we all know the quote which says. Until you go to the end of the branch, you can't find the good fruit. So that is something I learned from them. And the another idea of putting up an oxygen generation plant to put an end to keep providing the oxygen was another good idea. And how they brought people together, making others to involve by taking donation from them was another. When people couldn't gather in person, this was one initiative where they thought about it, and they gathered people to work in it. These are the three things.
Thank you, Hepzibah. Meera, would you like to go next? Meera?
Yes, Meera Selvan. I think then I have to mark absent if you are not coming to this.
Okay.
You can call next. Oh, she is responding.
Yeah, we'll go for the next person, sir. Maybe Meera has some network issues and she's not able to be here right now.
Meera, those who are having network issues, put up your views in the chat. Finally, she will tell. Glenda will tell.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Next, we'll go with Tenzin. Tenzin, are you here? Okay. Shirley.
Tenzin, your name is appearing. Tenzin. Okay, can leave then.
Shirley. Shirley, would you like to share something?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Tenzin is here.
Yes, Tenzin. It is your turn.
Sorry, sir. I've got some network issues, sir.
Okay, no problem. Now you can tell.
So actually, I'm not gonna talk about some NGO and government initiative regarding oxygen and all, but I'm gonna talk about our Tollywood actor Sunu Sood. Sir, you know Sunu Sood.
Yes, yes, you can tell.
I'm very admire of him because individually he took initiative. He supply a lot of oxygen cylinder to hospital and those people who are really in need, and by on his own hand without sending people and all, by on the spot he went and he supplying oxygen cylinder and all those poor people who cannot afford and all, and especially in government hospital and all, he have a lot. And those things touch very touch and it's very admirable, and I'm very great about great study about this case and all. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Okay.
Thank you, Tansin, for sharing. Shirley? Okay. So the only one remaining right now is Bhumika. Bhumika, would you like to share?
Bhumika? No, no. Yes, ma. Unmute yourself, Bhumika. We are able to see your face.
So am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So okay. So most of the participants mentioned about vision and passion. So just give me like
Think some issues. Bhumika, yes.
sir, yes, sir. Sorry, sir, it's raining. As most of the participants mentioned about vision and passion, I would like to say that how they took a risk because I read it in the article that the team was overwhelmed with the responses they received in the form of donations. So this shows that they had no expectations, but still went ahead with this idea of providing oxygen concentrators. And as you also mentioned, sir, that there were around 18 crore individuals who donated, and that even during this time, where people were not coming out, they still help people. So yeah, risk taking was one of the traits that I observed.
Okay.
Thank you, Bhumika. Harshita, are you here? Harshita?
Harshita, unmute yourself. Harshita from computer science, I think. Harshita? Okay, then she's not there.
So, sir, can we?
Yes, you can conclude.
Okay. Thank you to all the participants for sharing your views as well as the traits that you all felt according to you, which is such really very important for someone who's going to start who's going to be an entrepreneur, as well as a few of them who have also shared their own personal experiences. Few of them who have given us an overview of the whole case study, and also those who have gone out of their way to get the points, the different characteristics that's important. So thank you, everyone. And just as an overview to what we had in this 15 to 20 minutes. Many of them have shared that vision and vision, passion, the innovation that they have done, the risk-taking behavior, even during this pandemic, when we all were so scared, we were at home having restrictions from family, still there were people out there who were helping out, even keeping their main aim of earning or something back, but thinking about helping the society and touching lives and impacting others' lives. So from this case study, we actually learned that everyone have different kind of characteristics, and we all look towards others, pick out different characteristics from them, and we learn something from them at the end of the day. Not everything is money, but even our kindness and our attitude to others can surely help others out there. So thank you, everyone, for your sharing. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good. Glenda, you nicely concluded. Dear students, that is the end of the case discussion. You can see all of you clearly pointed out one of the factors. This shows that how we can identify the traits of the venturer. In my view, you have mentioned nicely. I think since there is no power, I am unable to read. And I am telling, I think Reshmita mentioned the idea. Then another person mentioned the risk taking and how they are having altruism. Nicely mentioned. Then innovative idea. Then some of you mentioned about the additional passions. Then one of our students clearly mentioned that how the competitiveness is moving out of them and how they are bringing the inclusion. That is what I like. I think who told Ishad, she mentioned nicely. Then Kushi Pallavi mentioned about the persistence. Then how they are identifying the short-term purpose to maintain a good rapport among them. So nice ideas, dear students. In addition to your idea, I wish to point out one thing, that is the empowering. Okay. Now entrepreneurships are said to be empowering others. That is the quite new thing. Of course, if same thing happened in some Western countries, we used to call it a social inclusion. This is called social inclusiveness. How all the persons joining together to solve a particular problem. Okay. That is the social inclusiveness. That is the concept which is evolving from the ventureship. That also you can know that one. But as regarding to this case study, you all point out the vision. Without vision, there should not be any ventureship. Then followed by that one, you mentioned the determination, then the collaborative power. That is the new thing you must understand. I think somebody clearly mentioned, overthrow the competition, come for the collaboration. How the business strategy has changed. Dear students, I think some of you participate clearly. I think Ismet participated and she mentioned clearly, overthrowing the competition among the business, making business into a collaboration, creating a social inclusiveness. If social inclusion is made in a particular venture, we are able to solve that one. This is also one strategy of empowering others in ventureship. They achieved by gaining 18 crore from 18,000 persons. That is the crowdfunding. You can see that one, their passion towards that one. I think somebody clearly mentioned their passion, and some of you mentioned your own personal example nicely. I think Ramya clearly mentioned the personal experience. That is why I given that one. You might feel the personal experience, how difficult it is. In my view, how difficult it was in those times. You can see by the time everything, the firing, and I think so, the entire place was burning because of no oxygen. But these people joined collaboratively. They made success. Anupama, you want to add something?
Sir, I just wanted to point out Gauri is in waiting room, sir. So if you would let her in.
No, ma, nobody is in waiting room. I'm seeing.
Oh, okay.
I permitted everybody.
Maybe she has network issues, so she
Yes,
got
maybe.
disconnected. Yeah. Sorry, sir. That's it, sir.
No problem, ma, don't worry. So that is my conclusion. Nicely, you have pointed out clearly the concept of empowering, and I accept all of you, so that when you are writing for the examination point of also, you can add all these traits. It is not necessary that you have to write in the LMS order. You can write anything which is relevant. And I think altruition, competitive persistence, short term. Yes. And idea. The idea also somebody mentioned clearly. And the risk-taking ability during the COVID time. Okay, students, these are all the main characteristics of the Indian entrepreneurs. So based upon the class hours as well as with the help of case discussion, you must know who is an venturer. What are all the activities of the venturer? You must know that one. And now you are also knowing based upon the case discussion. I hope in future when you are coming out of your idea with a new venture, you will be a good entrepreneur because you know the type. Of course, we never expect immediately. You have to work with an organization. After working in the organization, you have to gather the idea. Then only you can see in case of this example, number of entrepreneurs join together. That is the thing. It is not an immediate effect. They are having the vision, throwing the competition and making a collaboration. So that you must know. With this, we can conclude the class. Next class, we'll discuss about the types of entrepreneurs. So today question, I already told in the previous class, I will post it in the WhatsApp group. I expect more answers. With this, we'll conclude. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.